Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to 3 on the 3rd, hosted by Wandering Dreamer 555. Everyone that's participating will be in the description box. Please click on it and see what they have created for this month. If you are in the collaboration and I did not put your information in, please just let me know and I will update the list. So, made some cards. One, it's a mess because we're going to make one together too, and it's blank on the inside. And this is how it looks. So I have a little bit of inspiration from what that is. So first thing is I was at Michael's and they have their Christmas stuff on clearance. Not a big clearance, I don't think, but this was like $1.50. And you get 12, it says 12 sets. You get these little Ziploc baggies you can put cookies in. And you get these little pieces that says joy and Merry Christmas. And of course, unfortunately for my brain, it didn't think, oh, I can get cookies and give to people. I was like, I can take those things apart and use those in crafting. And so it comes as a whole piece like this, and I just cut the back off. You'll be seeing this eventually as well because we're going to get our money's worth. And it already has little tape on there, so you don't have to worry about that. So this is going to be our piece. Then I just typed on the computer because I could not be bothered to find my Christmas sentiments. I inked up the edges. I use this die from Sizzix. It's a poinsettia pocket, pillow pocket, or pocket something. And I was like, I'm partial to poinsettias. It's a part of flowers. Apparently I like flowers. And I did not know that. Anyway, I can't find a die, but it's the pocket one that you can make and put treats and stuff in. So I cut those out 3 times. I should have did 4 because I have an extra card top, but that's okay. So, and we're using some gems. The card bases are from My Mind's Eye, and I got those at Tuesday Morning some years back. And now what I've done is I've taken one of my favorite wrapping papers. So for Christmas, what I tend to do is I just wrap the big roommates Christmas presents in adult paper and the little roommates in kitty paper, and don't have to put, from me to you or whatever. And then if we do a Santa gift, we'll just have one unique paper from Santa. But my son usually can tell that his gifts are the kid papers. So I use two 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and I just cut them to 5 by 7 to make card fronts. And now and I glued this on using glue. And what I did is I put the paper down, and then I put the glue on top of the card and made it like the card was the thing being attached when it's really the paper that's being attached. And so now we're just going to cut this. We're going to miter our corners. Try not to cut your card base, but if you do, that's okay. You probably have a lot of wrapping paper that you could stand to use up. And I am very partial to using wrapping paper for other things that's not Christmas paper needed. I've always collected wrapping paper, and back in the day when you had wrapping paper, you could, after Christmas, you can go to Walmart and get one of those expensive paper rolls for $1. But Walmart or someone got smart and was like, hey, we're going to start taking those things off the shelf before Christmas is over. So now we're just going to fold up, and I am using a little bit of pressure. If you have some inexpensive wrapping paper, say you get it from, one of the cheaper places that sell wrapping paper, I would be careful because that paper can rip, can tear. Not saying that this paper is really expensive or anything like that, but I like the patterns because it's poinsettias. And I think I actually bought this with the idea to craft with, and now we're just going to use some art glitter glue or whatever type of regular drying glue you have. If you want to use a strip of tape, by all means, do whatever makes you happiest, make you feel the best about your crafting. So just going to tape down all 4 sides, glue down all 4 sides. And come back and rub it in. You shouldn't really get messy fingers, but in case you oversaturate your paper, just be ready for some sticky fingertips from the glue. And if you've made book covers before or anything like that, this is kind of what this is. So, you know, I think sometimes we think that crafting has to be really expensive. It doesn't, because you have household objects in your home that you probably have an abundance of and you can use. So here we go. I want to put this poinsettia on this side. I wasn't paying attention and got the bigger side on this card. You can barely see it. So now I'm just going to use this glue. I hope you all are doing well. You know, I was thinking before I made the video, am I going to say, are we already in February? Like, where's the time going? But no, I decided not to. Even though I just said it, I realized that someone has put the fast forward button on and it's stuck. And then whoever's doing it has moments of clarity, like, oh, no, I don't mean to go that fast. Because some days you're like looking around like, is it Christmas again? Am I having another birthday? Is this going on? But each day we wake up and take breath, right? You can't stop time and you can't get it back. Time is the only thing I feel that you cannot replace. Unless you have a time machine. And if you do, let me know, because I would really like to go back in time and correct some of my wrongs. And just spend more time with my mom and my aunt. My whole family, for that matter. I'd go back to 1979, I guess. And just redo it all. Alright, so now we have this. I am not popping these up. I did make one mistake. I put a gem on here. I should have put a sequin. But I like the gems, so you know, when I mail these off, if I mail these off, I'll have to be mindful of that. Or maybe these could be in another project, another package versus just flat mail, because it's not flat. And you just find out what area you want to put it in, trying to make it crooked, but you know, crooked is crafted straight in my opinion. I don't know anyone, even the professionals say that they don't cut straight lines, they cut crooked, they place things down. Some things will just be a little bit wonky. And so I put this to the side like this because I want to put the poinsettia on here. And I have 3. The picture image has 3. They have a solid piece. And then they have 2 cutouts. And this is just cream cardstock that I inked up the edges with Gather Twig. Just so it could kind of be a little bit more cohesive with our card front colors. And then we have our gem. This makes up really fast. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't do this on a smaller size card, like an A2 size, it's because I was going to use the word joy. And I got to thinking, I was like, oh no, this will work better. Because, you know, you could definitely use joy. But I think that when you use joy, you're going to have to just play around with some placement. And I thought this wrapping paper and these poinsettia die cuts went well together. Alright, so this is our completed 3 on the 3 cards. We got this one. Again, we just did that. It's very fast, right? All you gotta do is do a little bit of prep work with your card front. You know, putting your paper down. And if you have some pretty poinsettia cardstock, you don't have to worry about wrapping paper. I don't have any, and that's why I use that. And if you want to pop this up some, you know, you can go ahead and pop this up. It doesn't have to be super duper flat. Especially if you are going to hand deliver this, then you don't have to worry about that. You can just make it as fluffy as you like. Again, we're working on attempting to do flat mail this year because, you know, the postal prices are a bit questionable, to say the least. And, you know, if I really would have went crazy with it, I would have curled them a bit differently than just fluffing them up like that. But fluff them up now. They go flat when a person receives them. If they're a card maker or a crafter, they will probably fluff them back up. And I just think this is really pretty. Even if, you know, like say if you have a picture, you can put the picture right there. But this is what we are doing for 3 on the 3rd. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Again, please click on the description box and see what the other people in the collaboration have made. I want to say thank you for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.